Because I actually agree with both sides. I do agree that it is very situational, and there is, certain things that have to fall into play in order for you to fight for that love. But then I also understand at the same time the no aspect or the no answer, just because a lot of people will fall into the pressures of the belief that you're quitting too early, or you're not giving things the chance to manifest into what it has the potential to be. And I think that's super important to acknowledge, because at times we tend to put the relationship above the self. And I'm a big believer and a big advocate that the self has to coexist with the relationship. The self can't ever, you know, dissolve itself to merge with the relationship or anything of that nature. And the reason why I say that is because oftentimes you will find yourself in the same situation that Josh mentioned, where manipulation occurs and you find yourself trying to fight for what you perceive love to be. And in fact, it's not ever what it intended to be, meaning that you've now lost yourself to where you have to do a complete rebuild, because you've expended so much energy into something that you thought was going to put you in a better mental space, a better mindset, and a better position all around, when in fact it most times does the exact opposite. Reason why I say it could be potentially worth fighting for is because people have to build up that grit. And I think we get into this phase in life where at some point aggressive conversation is not argumentative in nature. Aggressive conversation can be, this is what I'm saying, and I will say it continuously until you can comprehend it. And I think sometimes people will take that offensively because they don't have the comprehension to dissect what's being said. And then I also think people will take it offensively because they're not at level playing fields, like what Josh said. Because I can tell you, in my past, there has been times where I've had those difficult and hard to have conversations, and vice versa, they've been had with me and I haven't been receptive of them, and then the person that I'm having that conversation with also hasn't been receptive of it. So that could definitely fall into the idea of being more in love with the potential. But I also say that falling in love with somebody might not, based off potential, might not be a bad thing as well, because there's always that what if. Like sometimes that person needs that push from the relationship and from that person, because it gets them over that hump that maybe family can't provide for them, because that does exist.